We have just arrived here in Singida, and we have decided we would have our lunch by the side of the lake, and Pendy is there preparing it. So because Vanessa and I wanted to use the bathrooms, we kind of snuck off and came here to have a cup of coffee. But when Lassie saw that I had disappeared, she has ran about at least a quarter of a mile down to this hotel where we had visited last night, with Tatty in hot pursuit of her until she found me here in this coffee house. So what is the price of loyalty of this dog? Amazing. And the coffee's very good. Now that I've got all our commitments out the way, I've been to Bagamoyo, I've met with Alex, who is at the Cultural and Art College there. I have visited with our students who are attending Greenacre School in Mbizi Beach, Dar es Salaam. I've spoken at the Morogoro International School. So we've got all our commitments out the way now. So we are now concentrating actually on the journey and the history of what took place on that momentous occasion when Henry Morton Stanley met with David Livingstone and made those words, Dr. Livingstone, I presume. As I've been researching this journey that we're on, I have taken a lot of information from Martin Dugard's book, Into Africa. But what I have found is that there are many contradictions. Contradictions about when this meeting actually took place. If you Google, it will tell you that the meeting took place in November the 9th, but Martin Dugard is actually saying it took place the 27th of October. So lots of differences, and Henry Morton Stanley is considered to be an American, but he's not. He's actually a Welshman from the UK, and and here we have the dairy head coming for our tea tonight for some fresh milk while I'm speaking. Amazingly, Lassie is just sat here and not reacting. So that is what we will be looking at. And why did I start this journey in the first place? Well, it started when Alan, one of my boys, came home from school and said that his teacher had told him that the only reason missionaries came to Africa was to take their land off them. And this was painful to me, because that is not what I believe. And so I had just read some information about missionaries coming into the Tanga, which is not far from where we live, and the man would come over first, and the idea was, you see, for the Great Commission, to spread the word of the gospel. And after the pastor came over, he would send for his wife and children, and the wife would actually bring her tombstone with them, with her names of herself, her husband and the children, because the life expectancy of a missionary was just 18 months. Thousands upon thousands of slaves, which had been captured all the way along the coastline, were brought to Bagamoyo. And I have here a book which I picked up from the Catholic Museum, and it says this poem, which I think is so poignant. This is what the slaves said. My heart is bleeding, bleed my heart. Where are you, my father, my mother? Where are you, my brother, my sister? Where are you, my friends? Are you caught like me? I am so lonely. My heart is bleeding, bleed my heart. They forced us to march miles and miles, not knowing where they take us. No hope anymore in my life. My heart is bleeding, bleed my heart. My heart is shivering, shiver my heart. I see the water, which I have never seen. Water, 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 up to the horizon. They push us into the water on the dhows. I crush down my heart. No hope anymore. So, my journey to Bagamoyo started when Alan, one of my boys, said that, as I'm repeating myself, that the missionaries only came here, and Livingstone came to Bagamoyo as a missionary in 1840. He was sent from the Mission Society, the British Mission Society. And so I'm going to ask our drivers, Tatty and Dennis, how do they perceive this thought that missionaries only came here to land grab? Okay. What is your idea? How do you see that missionaries, did they come to help you or did they come to take your land? How do you see this as a Tanzanian?
Wamisionari walivyokuja kwetu walikuja si kwa ajili ya kuchukua ardhi wala kutufanyia kitu chochote kibaya, bali walikuja kwa ajili ya kutusaidia, kwa sababu wamisionari walivyokuja kwetu.
The missionary, when they come to us, they only come to help us and not take our land.
Na tulinufaika kwa misionari kuwepo hapa kwa sababu tulipata matibabu, tulipata elimu.
So when a missionary come here, we get a lot of things like education, medical stuff, and everything, which was good to us.
Kwa hiyo tulinufaika kwa wao kuja huku.
So we were so pleasure them to come to us and helping us.
Santa Sana Tati.